Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to 5 mantras for self-transformation, Gaur Das. So, I thought this would be interesting to see if I can maybe pick up one and just see if it works. Do I believe in mantras? No. But, do I believe in meditation? Yes. So in a sense, I do believe in mantras because the mantras, in a sense, gets you to the meditate. I believe, gets you to a meditative state. So when I say no, it's a little bit different because I believe in meditation as in without saying anything. But I think if mantras help you get to that state, which I'm going to try, I want to try honestly, but I just don't believe in it. So I will experience it. I remember in one of the recent comments saying that I should get in inner engineering. I've been asked that many times. I do want to get into it, but it's just not the right time yet. And if you ask me what's the right time, it's not now. But I trust me, I really do. There are certain things in my life I have to get straight first before I can do it. Otherwise, I believe it'll be a complete waste. Just because I would not be able to focus on it. So anyways, I'm hoping maybe this will be a little bit of I won't say an introduction, but perhaps a way to start little things, a little bit more than what I'm just doing now. So let's go and get started.
Have to apply the knowledge that you have given for self. Like if somebody else is in problem, I definitely try explaining all these fundas what are so well said.
Correct.
But if I am having a problem, this becomes like a Russian language to apply at that spur of moment though.
A lot of times when lectures are being given and knowledge and wisdom is being imparted, people think, oh, uske liye. Bagal mein na sun. Usually, like amongst two spouses in a relationship, say, suna? Always. Like it's just so common within us to think that it's for them, not for us. So you really asked a very pertinent question that how does one apply that knowledge for oneself?
I'll say this. Any kind of knowledge is imparted, I will never assume it's for someone else because I want that knowledge and wisdom. Even if it's something I've heard before, it could have been said something slightly different, which could help me understand it more.
When it comes to others, it's very easy to sermonize, very easy to be preachy, very easy to give all the wisdom and the knowledge and the solutions to everybody else. When it comes to us, we so easily tend to forget it. How do we apply that in our life? I often say makeup, and wisdom. Both are exactly the same. Both change us only when we apply them. Like when we apply makeup, it changes our look. And when we apply wisdom, it changes our life. But both won't work unless it's applied. And when it comes to applying the wisdom and the knowledge we hear in our personal life, there's 2 or 3 things that we must remember.
It's really strange he uses makeup because I've always associated makeup with a facade, a fakeness. Because makeup is a cover, not something to show your true self. So it's really weird for him to say makeup and wisdom are alike in terms that you have to apply them. It's very true for sure that you have to apply wisdom. One quick quote and I'll get back to the video. My coworker has I think a quote in his emails that says intelligence is useless without application or something along those lines, or you can even apply it to say wisdom is useless without application. Which is very true. If you don't apply or use wisdom or intelligence, completely useless.
Number 1 is we need to constantly keep reading, watching or listening to those things that we know that we need to apply in our life. Because only those things that are on our mind will come into our action, and only those things will be on our mind that we watch, hear or read. So if we come for a talk like this and for the next 6 months we don't listen, those points are not even going to be there on your mind. There's so much going on in life. There's so much you have to handle in life. It's not even there, a part of our mind. So in order to make that a part of our mind, we have to regularly have it fall on our ears. When it regularly falls on our ears, it'll be a regular part of our mind, and when it's a regular part of our mind, there's a possibility that it'll come into practice. Number two, when we are talking about applying, now we hear, let's say I hear regularly, I know this is the right thing to do. Number two, always apply things in micro installments. Don't change instantly. Rome was not built in a day. You don't lose weight. Any fitness program and a diet program must be sustainable in the long run. It gives slower results but sure results. You do this extreme diets, they give you instant results, and instant everything's back again. You know what I mean? So therefore, change in micro installments. Make small changes. Like there was a man who was he was asking his son, how much is 9 multiplied by 8? He said 102. So the man gave his son a chocolate. So the neighbor said, sir, आपको मालूम है ना 9 8 का कितना होता है? Because ये 102 बोल रहा है, आप चॉकलेट दे रहे हो उसको wrong answer के लिए. क्यों चॉकलेट दे रहे? The father said, परसों ये 142 बोल रहा था.
So the first it's supposed to be mantras, but so far what I'm hearing is the first part is to kind of be repetitive so that it sticks to the mind, and two is oh man, what did he say? It was hold on, let me go back to that one because I can't believe I just forgot already. So the chocolate, multiply, make small changes, that's right. Of course, you can't apply so much in one time. You know, some people can take a little bit more than others, but generally speaking, to get the best results, you don't want to make such large changes because it could be too much to handle for sure. So, little bits, and this is the reason why, again, like strangely enough, getting one mantra in, just something to meditate for a little bit, something that Swami Sarvapriyananda talks about. You know, just go every time you get up in the morning, just 10 minutes, just to meditate. Doesn't matter whether you do or don't, just do it. It'll become a habit. Eventually, you'll start meditating. Then maybe expand that to 30 minutes to an hour. Dandapani says, why just 10 minutes? Why 1 hour? Why not throughout the entire day? Yes, eventually you'll build yourself up to it. You can't start off like that. So 10 minutes every morning until you are comfortable with that, then expand. Because if you expand without being comfortable, you're not getting anywhere.
तो 142 से 102 पे कितना प्रोग्रेस किया है? जब 72 पे आएगा बोलेगा अभी रुक, अभी नीचे मत जा, अभी बस right answer now. And that's exactly how we are going to make progress. We may be at 102 today. Even if you come to a 101, reward yourself. Because every step taken towards that goal is your conquest, is your victory. Yeah? Number 3, don't you ever think that life will go on like that and will keep changing. You will slip, you will fall, you will miss it in your diets, in your anger control, in your this, whatever it is that you're trying to do. We'll fail, it's okay. You know, मुश्किलें हमारे दिलों के इरादों को आजमाएगी. मुश्किलें हमारे दिलों के इरादों को आजमाएगी. ख्वाबों के पर्दे हमारे नजरों से हटाएगी. गिरकर भी तुम्हें उठना है दोस्तों, क्योंकि ये ठोकरें ही तो हमें चलना सिखाएगी. Right? You know, it's going to happen. Part of life. You'll slip. Stand back up again. You'll slip. Stand back up again. You'll slip. Stand back up again. And you'll change. And the fourth thing?
Real quick with the third one though. I can kind of see it in modern America, and perhaps it's happening again. This is something I've talked about before, about I think developed areas where things are so easy, things are so instant, gratification is so instant. What is it? Disagreement is so little. Struggles are almost non-existent. That any kind of slips and falls, people tend to give up. Because I slipped Why do I want to keep going down this path? Let me just try something else different that might be easier, where I don't slip. Kind of, they call it. I call it the Western thing, but I want to change it now to just something that's. I think it's just something that happens when areas become quite developed or modernized, where things are so much easier. And again, this goes back to a comment I read recently about, you don't see, the comment was along the lines that you don't see this little tiny pesky problems. It's not verbatim, but the idea is there. Pesky problems that villagers or small towns don't have, where you see in developed areas, there's a whole bunch of problems because everything's so easy. But when you look at kind of the olden times where things are much tougher, there's so much unity because you understand that you need each other to survive. Now we live in developed areas. We understand that we can survive on our own. We don't need someone. And I can do everything on my own. I don't need anyone. And that's kind of a terrible outlook in life, where we kind of we see ourselves as independent. In reality, we kind of, when we do that, we become alone because we think that we can do everything on our own. And in reality, we could probably, but it's a terrible life, I would say.
Never to forget is we will all have our weak and low moments where we just feel helpless. Abhi nahi hoga mere se. Any of you ever had that in your life? I'm not going to be able to do this now. Right? How many of you are from the days and time when you used to rent a video cassette to play a movie on a VCR? Any of you from that time? Okay. How many of you are from the time when to learn bicycle you used to rent a bicycle from bicycle wala सीखने के लिए लिया है bicycle, है ना? How many of you are still from a time when पैसा लगता है तो लेना पड़ता है, किसी से नहीं है तो? You know which is the best law of finance? A wealthy father-in-law. That's the best law of finance. Sorry guys, I'm sorry. We hire things from people, right? When you lack strength, like you would take a video from a parlor or a bicycle to learn. You borrow that strength from somebody. We will have our low moments. We need to borrow that strength from somebody to get us through that phase. Motivation will pep you up. Discipline will help you continue what you got pepped up by. Motivation doesn't last every day. Discipline can keep you going every day, right? But in order to keep that discipline, the days when you don't feel that strength, you need to borrow that strength from somebody. And the day they don't feel that strength, you need to lend that strength to somebody. When you're going and working out in the gym and you have a gym partner, it's much easier than when you're alone, because when you don't feel like, you're going to say, chal yaar, kar lete hain. Aaj, you know? But that's number 4. And number 5.
Let's see what the quote is real quick here. When we feel weak, let's borrow strength from others and lend our strength when others feel weak. It's not too bad. I mean, I tend to do things on my own, but I'm not dumb to the point where I don't ask for help when I know I need it. It's good to feel like you can accomplish things in life without other people's help, but don't be dumb and not ask for help when you need it. I built this desk, which is super heavy, by myself. I had to build, it's like super wide. I had to flip it upside down, put the what you call it, the feet, then I had to flip it back over and fix the rest of the top. It was tough. I had a chair and myself to do it. I'm proud of myself. My back though, oh god. No, I was perfectly fine. I was relatively good shape, and I worked out a little bit, so it wasn't necessarily too heavy, but help would have made things a lot easier, but it wasn't necessary. I didn't really have any help at the time, and I could do it on my own. But again, don't be stupid though. So let's go back. Okay.
Remember, there's no strength greater than the strength of God. When you connect yourself to the strength of God, you're connecting to a powerhouse of strength. And that is what will pull you through those low times, those low moments, and then knowledge will become applicable in your life. So number 1, what is on your ears will remain on your minds. Number 2, take small steps. micro installments. Reward yourself every single time you make that little progress towards your goal. Number 3, you will slip. It's all right. Stand up back strong again and continue.
I don't know about rewarding yourself all the time, but I think a reward in terms of taking pride in steps in the right direction can be a good thing. Not too prideful, you know. Again, extremes are bad no matter what it is. But taking pride in trying to do better and be better, I think it's okay. But I don't know about rewarding, because you'll find any excuse like, I need to go to sleep early today. I'll reward myself by doing so. Or no. Or something, you know. I don't know. Some people may go crazy with that. But I think taking pride in itself and doing good should be a reward in its own. But if you want a little bit extra, I don't think it hurts. But I think maybe do it at the end.
4, there are going to be times when you'll just not even be able to stand back up again. Borrow strength from others. And number 5, don't forget to borrow strength from the powerhouse of strength. That is God.
Yep, that's the end of it. Whew. Okay, so obviously I don't believe in any gods or God, so I'd say. But in terms of Advaita Vedanta, though, under the assumption that we are existent itself, that we should borrow strength from within ourselves, that I can absolutely agree with. We have a metaphorical sense unlimited strength, not necessarily physical strength, but unlimited willpower. We just don't know it because it's just that we don't know how to use it. We don't understand it. And this kind of you could say lines up with the fact that, you know, you are Brahman, and the fact that you are that you are unaffected by everything. And in a lot of sense, you can look at it that way. But you have the strength within. Most of us just don't know how to use it. Most of us don't even know it's there. When we realize that, i.e., when you realize your true self, you have unlimited power. Not strength-wise or like, you know, psychic powers or anything like that, but you have the willpower to change your life specifically. You can't control other people, and you can't control other objects necessarily unless it's yours and you're holding on to it. I will manipulate. Well, I don't have anything here, so I will manipulate this. Boom. You know, you get what I'm saying. But yes. Anyways, I was expecting a mantra, but is that a mantra? I thought mantras are something that you say and repeat to yourself as like perhaps a reminder. I've heard some mantras, but I never really specifically targeted a video for mantras to try to understand it specifically. So let me know. Anyways, that's my reaction to 5 mantras for self-transformation. Gaur Das. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.